It's time again. Oh, good God, what a weekend it's been. It's WTF, guys. And my word, I mean, what a weekend of football it's been. Truly remarkable. Some teams got squashed, others just got owned. Yeah. So, first of all, we're going to speak quickly about Chapecoense. They've been awarded the trophy for the final that they were in. For the life of me, Subamericana, I think it is, trophy. I think that's how you pronounce it. Don't quote me on that. After Atletico asked the Brazilian Football Association to award them it, and they gracefully did. And as a result, Atletico were then awarded $1 million for a fair play award, which is a nice touch on both accounts, because there's now been an influx of ex-players. Ronaldinho, Ida Gudjonsson want to help the families out. More so, Ronaldinho wants to help the families out first. Then maybe, if needed, he'll don his boots. It's remarkable what has happened. You know, how something so negative at the time has turned into just something so massively positive. And I don't mean that as in a nasty way. You know, I mean as in just the support that's been rallied is absolutely unbelievable for this club. You know, I'd never even heard of them before the accident. I've got to be honest with you, I never, because I don't follow South American football. I mean, obviously South America they do, probably North America, but it's not really that common in Europe, is it? But it's good to see how people have rallied round and paid respect. It's good to see that clubs are also rallying to make sure for the next 3 years while they rebuild, they can't be relegated. So that's definitely a good final touch to see. But now we're going to move on. The coffee is going, by the way. Might not sound it, but it is. Got to move on to the weekend's Premier League action. Oh my God, what a weekend. So we're going to start Manchester City versus Chelsea. It was just Chelsea counter-attacking, wasn't it? That's how they won the game. That's all it was. Manchester City had the better of the chances. I mean, De Bruyne, 5 yards out. How do you hit the crossbar? My son could have scored that. I mean, honest to God, it was unbelievable. Then Aguero, a lot of people were saying that David Luiz should have been sent off. To be honest, it was minimal. It was minimal contact. It really was. You know, go back to the derby with Colaccini and Stephen Fletcher. There was more contact there than there was with this David Luiz Aguero issue. Personally, I don't think it was a red card. I honestly don't. I really don't. But then, of course, Aguero, fucking hell, he must have lost his marbles or something. That tackle on Luis, it was ridiculous. And I've seen a lot of people on social media say, you know, he's not known for making tackles like that. Yeah, he's not. He's known for making tackles to win the ball back, yes, but nothing like that. There was no intent for the ball. You know, you could clearly see Luis was just going to kick that fucking ball straight into Rose's head. End of. But yeah. And Fernandinho, I mean, Jesus Christ, Fernandinho, what are you playing at? I know Fabregas wound you up a little bit, and credit to Fabregas, he shut his mouth after that. Fernandinho twice grabbed him by the throat, second time pushed him over the advertising hoardings. Fabregas could have retaliated. I think maybe he didn't because partly he knew he was a bit in the wrong, let his mouth go, but still, Fernandinho, don't lose your head like that. I mean, I wouldn't be... I'm surprised the FA haven't come out to say they're going to increase the ban, because there's violent conduct, and then there's that's in a league of its own. That is above and beyond any 3-match ban, in my opinion. It really is. But I suppose if the rules say it's justified and the FA aren't going to do anything, then there you go. But Aguero banned for 4, Fernandinho for the time being, at least for 3. So we're going to move on. Crystal Palace, Southampton. Fucking Alan Pardew. Brink of being sacked, and then out of the blue, Palace, the bag of 3-0 win. I mean, Southampton were a shell of themselves of what they have been. And Palace, deservedly so, deserved to win that game. They really did. Outplayed Southampton. They were, honestly, there's nothing we can really say about that. What else have we got? I'm looking at my phone here. You've got Spurs absolutely humiliating Swansea. But fair play to Fabianski. What a save from Harry Kane. Long distance shot, a pile driver, destined for the top corner. You know, this is like the Mars rover going to land, nice and gentle. And then Fabianski, fuck off. It just was not gonna happen. But to be fair, I mean, you know, when you look at it, Harry Kane banged in two, Son scoring it. He's among the goals again, and Eriksen rather unsurprisingly scoring again. But yeah, then came the romp. West Ham v Arsenal. Oh my God Almighty! You think Tottenham Swansea was one-sided? Jesus! It took West Ham. It took West Ham the first 20 minutes of controlling the game, pretty much, to lose it. That's what it was. I mean, they came out the second half, they had a little bit of a flurry. Arsenal just turned up the heat. They went through the gears, didn't they? And absolutely obliterated them. Yes, Sanchez, unfortunately, he was in fine form. I've got to give him credit. He wasn't diving about the place for a change. Nice to see. Good job, Sanchez. Yeah, it was just unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable by Arsenal. Just turned up the gears. West Ham couldn't cope. Game over. So we're gonna, before I touch on Sunderland and Leicester, we're gonna skip back to Friday. Friday, what a good day Friday was. I loved Friday because it wasn't too much of a busy day at work. It was great. Then Newcastle played Nottingham Forest away. 2 red cards, and here's where, before you pause the video, jump on my back. Okay, this is going off social media here, my own personal social media. Geordie's jumping up and down on the bandwagon. My God, were they? Shelvey red card, it wasn't a red card. I'm sorry, okay. There was a bit of theatrics, but there was still potential intent there. You could see that Shelvey thought about kicking out. And I'm sorry, intent is anything a linesman or a referee needs. If there was intent there, granted, he might have stopped himself. It doesn't matter. What happens if you go up and fake headbutt a player? And that player, you know, whether they go down or whether they don't go down, it's a red card, even if you haven't made contact. It's as simple as that. It's fucking tough. It's a red card. And a 3-match ban, and deservedly so. And quite frankly, if that gets overturned, I will be fucking appalled. Everyone seems to think that I'm complaining about the refereeing standards dropped. That would be the proof right there, the ice on the cake. And then comes the second red card for the dumbass dummit. Yes, the dumbass dummit has returned. I can't remember his name. Bear with me. I'll get there. What was his name? I'm just trying to find his name. Lansbury, that was it. The ball's played at the box to Lansbury. He's shielding the ball. As the ball's coming across him, he's facing towards goal. The ball's towards goal. Dummit comes in, just fucking bundles him over. You could tell the attempt was to shield the ball, okay? And it wasn't as if Lansbury actually went over like a sack of shit, because he didn't. He was shielding the ball as any player would. And Dummit comes in and he just rifles him to the ground. Red card. It's done. It's absolutely, it's atrocious. It really is atrocious to see. Geordie's jumping up and down on the bandwagon again. Oh, it's not a red card. It's not a red card. It was in the box. It depends on the circumstances. People are always going about these rule changes. It's all the circumstances. It was an obvious goal scoring opportunity, and he was the last man. It's as simple as that. I know with the way the rules are, but there was nobody else around him. He would have scored. It's as simple as that. It's a red card. It's done. It's dusted, even with the new rules in place. So check them out. They'll back me up. I'm telling you straight away. So we are going to move on quickly to Sunday. Where's Sunday? There's Sunday. Bournemouth absolutely humiliated Liverpool. 3-1 up, then you lose the game 4-3. I mean, what more can you say about that, honestly? It was just unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. I don't know what to say to this, guys. If you haven't seen the highlights, download the Sky Sports app and check it out now. Honestly, it's ridiculous how bad Liverpool turned. It was unbelievable. And then you had Everton Man U drawing 1-1. Hardly a surprise, to be honest with you. So yeah, we're going to go to my team. We're going to go Sunderland and Newcastle. The reason why this video is out on Tuesday, by the way, is because I thought I'd hold off for the Monday Night Football because they've been pretty good lately. Fuck me, Middlesbrough, you are fucking boring. Jesus Christ, that's the worst Monday Night Football game I've watched all season. So yeah, we're going to go Sunderland and Leicester. And before anyone jumps on that bandwagon and leaves fucking horrible comments below, let me explain why. My team of the weekend and my game of the weekend. Team of the weekend, Sunderland. Game of the weekend, Sunderland versus Leicester. Why? Okay, there's other games had a lot of goals in. Fair enough. I could have chose one of them, yeah. Because Sunderland actually outplayed an opponent. Ignore the Hull game. You know, I think, to be fair, no disrespect to Hull fans, anyone is outplaying Hull City. While the Middlesbrough game was boring last night, even Middlesbrough outplayed Hull City. So yeah, but by far Sunderland's best performance of the season, and Leicester champion. They made Leicester look like they were in a relegation battle, and they are now in a relegation battle. Whether Leicester fans like to admit that or not, you are in a relegation battle. The confidence is back in the players. There's faith in David Moyes now, and they're actually looking like a team. And the best thing is, we're playing Swansea next. Now Swansea are going to be ridiculously defensive, not to concede 5 goals again. Sunderland are beating the champions. They are going to be fired up for this, that's for sure. Don't get me wrong, part of Swansea is going to actually make sure, or want to make sure, nothing like that happens. So they're going to have a bit of an attacking mindset. Same point, they're going to be ridiculously defensive. But Leicester, well, I mean, I knew it was going to be tough for them, but I didn't think they were going to be this bad this season. I really didn't. Like I said to you in the final whistle video, if you haven't seen it, check it out, by the way. They were horrific. They really were. At times they were crossing the ball at the box when there was no one there. What's that about? Who does that? I mean, it's just crazy. I can't figure out why would you cross the ball into an empty box if you know no one's there. There's going to be some players there to clean it up, and that's what they did. Done. Our defence, despite the Okazaki goal, you know, while there was a bit of fortune for Okazaki, and while it was a good goal that he scored, our defence was on top for at least 98% of that game. And I never thought I'd say that this season. But, you know, so at least we got to the player of the weekend, Lemon Kone. He is the player that we signed back in January. He's come back, you know, this whole new contract thing has really made him act like an arsehole, and he doesn't give a shit. I'm in 2 minds to question that now, I really am, because he actually played for the team. He played for the fans, and that's what we want. We want that Kone back, and we got that. It was unbelievable to see. Leicester, on the other hand, they're struggling, as are West Ham, as are Swansea, and evidently, how Hull City are bottom of the table, I don't know. And while Swansea are bad, Swansea don't deserve to be bottom of the table. They really don't. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting relegation battle this season, that's for sure. Especially if we can fucking claw our way out again, thank God, and get ourselves away from it. But, so that's going to bring me on to the worst players of the weekend. In number 3 is Karius for Liverpool. Fucking hell, he had 1 good save, and what howlers, unbelievable howlers. It was really, oh gee. Everyone points to David Taya and how long he took at Man United. This is Liverpool, not Man United we're on about here. Liverpool are a good club. I don't think they're up to the class of Man United. Well, actually, I can't say that because Man United are shit at the minute. Well, still, I don't think they're all the way up to the level of Man United that Man United can be at, if that makes sense. But it's just unbelievable. It really is. In second place is Sergio Aguero. Obviously, the tackle on Luis. Say no more. First place, I'll let you. You know what? Pause the video. In a second, have a guess below who you think is in first place. I think you all know where I'm going to go with this one. In first place is John Joe Shelvey. Not Fernandinho, because you've got to give him some leeway, because you don't know exactly what was said by Fabregas, you know. Yeah, Shelvey, I mean, you just can't do it. Even imitating kicking out at someone, because you're going to get players like Lansbury that happen, imitating that he kicked him. Granted, there was no contact, but there was still a little bit of intent there. That's all that's needed. You can't do that. It doesn't matter what level of football you're at, whether it be the conference or lower national leagues. You can't do it. Absolutely ridiculous to see, Shelvey. You are by far the worst player of the weekend. And it doesn't even come close, even with the Aguero tackle. So guys, leave your comments below. Let me know what you thought of the weekend action. Like the video, subscribe to me, and yeah, I'll see you all for the next WTF. That didn't work out, so I did it. You can't really see. There you go. It's meant to be that. There we are. Got it. So try that again. WTF. Haha. Genius. Oh, Swansea away. I can't wait.